So that's good. You know what? You just gave the actual definition, because I find that in conversation, there's a lot of people that don't really understand strategy or strategic planning and how that lays out. So it's mapping out the direction and figuring out how you're going to get there.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. But you got to take, like, you have to make it as important as paying the light bill. You see what I'm saying? That's the trick. It's just as important as making payroll. It's just as important. Like you, because if not, you just everywhere. I mean, I've seen it. I've done it. You absolutely everywhere. And what's the man? There's a saying that. Oh yeah, if you what's it? If you fall for everything, you stand for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. It's very similar in your activity. There's going to be an emergency, or there's going to be a urgent situation from someone's perspective every day.
Mm-hmm.
Something urgent is going to come up, and you're going to be reactive. It makes you reactive. If you don't take time out to sit back, and I don't know if we answered it in the other questions, but if you don't take time out and sit back and say, you get to the question of why am I doing X, Y, Z? Why am I even doing this process? Which to me is part of strategic planning.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you're gonna be jammed up. So you have to sit there and say, yo, and then and this is how you grow your business. You systematically think about, you put all the things that you mentioned in play, but you take all that, and that's a thing, that's a discipline. What you just laid out is a discipline. It's not, oh, it's a nice to have. Yeah, it'd be cool, No. With as much tenacity as possible,
Mm-hmm.
you apply yourself like that, because just like your trip, I'm here, I want to go there.
Right.
So if I have to get on the interstate, I'll do that. We talk about tactics against strategy. Tactics are defensive driving, you know. I'm stopping in 2 hours because I go to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? This is my exit where I get off to chill out.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Mm-hmm.
tactic. That's how you get there. That's there. But what remains? I'm going from point A to point B. And if you don't know where point B is, I don't know. I don't know how you get somewhere where you don't know where you're going. And I'm talking, obviously we use numbers and financial data to as a GPS for that, once you know where you're going, but you have to do it. I mean, that's I think my 2 cents, which is more of an encapsulation of what you were saying, is like, yo, you have to do these things. You have to decide that you're going to do that. It's, we sitting here and, we say, and that's how you grow. Well, I mean, we can get into this, oh, you need to grow your revenues by doing it. No, you have to detach and say, hold up. I need to know what I want this to look like in a year, 2 years, 3 years. And you have to
Hmm.
keep
So
that in
so
mind.
so so that leads into remaining relevant. To remain relevant in the business world, right? You have to consider where your assumptions about your organization, your business need, whether it needs a fresh look or not. Case in point to what you just said,
Yeah.
right? Then
Mm-hmm.
review the advantages of your business. You want to see if and when it's going to fade away, right? So there's this metric in financial statements called current ratio, and current ratio dictates your existence cash flow wise in the business within 12 months. So if you look at that, or you look at the identifying factor of selling products or services, is it doing well? Is it not doing well? What is the predictor moving forward over 12, 24, 36 months? How does it align with the goals that you're trying to achieve over these periods? Do you
Mm-hmm.
have the right team members in place? If they're not in the right place, matter of fact, do you have the right people on the team, first of all? If
Yes.
they are they in the right place? Are we utilizing their
Exactly.
skills and abilities properly? And what do we need to do to increase their bandwidth or their their knowledge or skill sets to help drive that area of the business, right?
Yeah.
Um, and then identifying the needs, identifying the needs of your customers that they're willing to spend money on.
Yeah. So don't try to sell them what you want to sell them. That's basically. I mean, it's. I mean, that's basically what that is. Like, no, you're gonna buy this. You're gonna. This is what you want. Like, I mean, you can do it, but you have to spend a tremendous amount of marketing money to do that. But
True.
yeah, but if you're doing professional services, but even if you're selling goods, food or whatever, I mean, yeah,
food has got to have a taste. It's got to taste good.
Oh,
right?
yo, it's gotta taste good. I mean, that's just gotta look good and taste good. That's food. So, but yes, identifying the wants of the customer, which kind of is a appendix to what we were discussing last episode. In putting your avatar together for your clientele, who you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I know what you want, but this is a big question. How can I grow your business? It's a big question, and we've hopped in. We've taken a lot of time on this, but in it, we've actually touched on the other question.
Hiring and managing employees.
Yeah, which was our next question, which we need to talk about because you brought it up. You said, you can't do it alone. And I'll tell you this, having been doing something for a long time now. It is so cheap to get people now. I mean, it is like accessible. It's cheap, relatively speaking. That's not saying that wage. I'm not getting into the wage debate and all that. I'm just saying as an owner or as someone running a business, it's easier to get assistance than any other time in the world. Because people are accustomed to gigs. They do stuff on the side. A lot of people, I mean, a lot of us have to do that. We have the Fivers, the Upwork. We have outsourcing. The internet has allowed a lot of this stuff to happen. So you can get people. So this is a similar thing. Let me take this question down. Because we're not talking about how to grow the business. Incidentally, yeah, there's something there. We're doing this for one of our people. It's monitored so they know.